So this slide deck is going to give you guys some ideas on how to apply AI to your life or to your business. When I first found out about ChatGPT, my brother-in-law said, well, this is the end of creativity as we know it. I think it's just the beginning. And I want to give you guys some ideas on some things that maybe you guys can try out too. So who am I? I'm a digital marketer. I wouldn't consider myself an AI expert, but a year ago, I started on the path of learning as much as I can about AI tools, and I'm still learning more every day. I work at a marketing agency here in Phoenix, and also the owner of Run the Prompts. Run the Prompts is a website I made that gives you AI information, prompts, and GPTs. And this is an AI-generated version of me. That's not real. Thanks. So first up, we have marketing images. So with Midjourney and Photoshop, you can create a model for whatever business you have. So I had a very specific type of model that I was looking for to put my logo on. And in Midjourney, I was able to create her in about half hour of different testing and like running through some different prompts and figuring out what works best. And think about the amount of money that's saved. So didn't have to hire a photographer, didn't have to hire a model, didn't have to do any of that, and it ended up saving a lot if I were to go out and actually hire someone to do this. So I took what Midjourney gave to me and then photoshopped the logo onto her shirt and then photoshopped the logo behind her, made the background black. And you guys can do this too if you need a model that you want to help represent your brand. So I use this for downloadable PDFs. So I'm the only person doing anything with my website. It's just me. So on the About Us page, I decided to have a little bit of fun. So I created some different characters in Midjourney and then used Photoshop and polished it up until I had a set of characters to use. And the whole premise behind it was that most About Us pages seem to be like the CEO is in lights, looks great, he's awesome, right? But all the other employees are like, they're not as cool, they're not highlighted. So I put all my employees in the ghetto of Detroit. And then here I am in an incredible paradise, with an expensive suit on. And we have Nick Smith, that's me. We have Dick Smith, my creative director. We have Rick Smith, my chief technology officer. We have Rich Smith, my chief financial officer. We have Mitch Smith, marketing director. And then, of course, last but not least, Bear Smith, my dog. He's the marketing assistant / diversity hire. And that looks exactly like my dog. And keep in mind, guys, all these photos are actually the earlier version of Midjourney about 6 months ago. So if you were to go to Midjourney right now, no affiliation, by the way, if you go to Midjourney right now, you can create something that looks even more realistic than this. So if you guys want to create your own characters, you can do that with AI. Okay, so hopefully this plays correctly. I made a couple of audio ads just to have some fun content for the site. This one's about an internship that does not exist. I want to be completely clear about that. And the next one's an ad for a product that also does not exist. But I listed the tools that were used to make this. And this empowers entrepreneurs to make audio ads if they really want to make them. They can make them with AI, and it sounds really good. Give it a year, it's going to be indistinguishable from human voice. I used 11 labs to get the voice from this.
There, college students. Do you need an internship? Well, listen up. Do you know how to operate an internet browser? Do you enjoy waking up at the ass crack of dawn? Do you like getting paid nothing to do your job? Can you count to 10 without using your fingers? Boy, do we have a job for you. Introducing the exclusive Run the Prompts internship. At our once-in-a-lifetime internship, you'll get the opportunity to get us coffee, take our marketing assistant, Bear, on long walks through the sweltering desert, punch our marketing director, Dick Smith, in the face when he gets out of hand, take out our smelly garbage, and so much more. So, what are you waiting for? Apply today to become an official intern of the greatest tech blog on the internet.
So, pretty fun. Thank you. And just so you guys know, that's a pretty accurate description of like my internship a long time ago. So, no offense if you're an intern right now, it's all good. Now, the next one, who's familiar with the drug Zoloft? Anybody? Okay. So I wanted to create like a spoof spinoff of Zoloft and play that for you guys right now.
You tired of being a lame, boring guy with no friends? Do you want to fit in with the cool crowd and be a total douchebag like all the bros out there? Well, have no fear because Roloft is here. Brought to you by the same company that made Zoloft. Roloft can turn any guy into a bro in just 30 days. That's right. Roloft can transform you into a shallow, insensitive, and obnoxious dude that no one wants to be around. So don't wait. Try Roloft today and become the bro you've always dreamed of being. Bros before hoes, am I right? Roloft, because being a douchebag is better than being alone.
All right, so the craziest part about this is the words that the AI spoke actually came directly from ChatGPT. The other one I edited, like half of it was me, half of it was AI. But I jailbroke ChatGPT, and then it was like a literal copy paste, and that's what it produced. So I thought that was kind of crazy. Yep. Yeah, definitely. Yep. So this one, we only have a few slides left, but I saw an AI version of Kurt Cobain as a 56-year-old, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. That's a great use case. So I wanted to see what it might look like if all three of the band members were on stage together. Out of everything in the slide deck, this took me the most time because you had to reprompt it. Kurt Cobain has a very, very distinct look. It's kind of difficult to get it right. But I took what Midjourney gave me and then put it into Photoshop, added some different effects, and it's pretty cool. It's like a Nirvana poster as if Kurt Cobain was still alive. So I really think that anybody should do this with anybody who's no longer with us, you know, Jimi Hendrix, Jim Morrison, or even Taylor Swift, make her a 70-year-old, you know, doing a concert. You could get creative and just see what the AI can do. So I needed a new LinkedIn profile picture really bad. It was 10 years old. It was grainy, it was outdated, and I turned to AI. This is about 6 months ago, maybe 8 months ago. It was before the AI photo shoot apps and websites were out, but you can do it in Midjourney with a face swap and didn't have to go to a photo shoot, didn't have to hire a photographer. So fun use case. Probably won't be changing this one for a while either until I make another one with Midjourney. So it definitely solved that problem. Yep, so I typed out like the way I look into Midjourney and messed with it. Like it takes some trial and error. And then in Midjourney, there's a face swap app that you can use. So I did the face swap to the model I created, and then you know it's not 100% obviously. My hairstyle's not like that, but it's close enough to where like someone sees that on LinkedIn, they're like, oh yeah, that's about right. So it's good enough.
And you know how to tie a tie better than that too.
I'm sorry, what was that?
And you know how to tie a tie better than that too.
Yeah. And then last up, we have GPT. Glad you guys are familiar with GPTs. There's other ones that do this, but I made this more for myself than anything else because I'm a marketer and we have to create copy all the time. Is there anyone in here that regularly has to create copy, just words on a site or a pamphlet, things like that? Highly recommend going to ChatGPT because it can solve that problem for you. I'm not going to read this, but it's an example of what it can do. So I wanted to think of like the dumbest idea possible, and I thought of the ejector bed. So it would be a bed that catapults you out of bed, and then you hit the wall. So it sold a concept that dumb, and it actually worked. So it's pretty cool. And if you guys want some tutorials on some of this stuff, I included links in this slide deck, so feel free to check it out. We can post that deck in the meetup group. And last slide is AI has changed the game for me completely. Some of this stuff's kind of hard to quantify, but I'm willing to bet that without AI, it would not be nearly as visually attractive. I would have a whole lot less content, twice as much has been made because of AI. Way more newsletter signups. I haven't had to hire anybody yet, of course. That really hasn't been a goal to really grow at that level yet. So I obviously could hire someone if I wanted, but for what I'm doing right now, AI is really supplementing what I want to do. So it's really changed the game. Thank you.
Thank you, Nick.